starting with women, and again, what we get back from our participants is that they often tell us that, I don't know, they were in a meeting, for example, they wanted to suggest a new idea and no one really responded to it. Whereas then, I don't know, like 10 minutes later, suggests like almost an identical idea. Maybe it's a little bit different, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, great idea."
Totally, yeah. I've heard that so many times. Yeah,
I know. Unfortunately, yes. And I think it would actually be fair to say then, like, "Hey, listen, I told you this 10 minutes ago. Why didn't you respond to me?"
Well, and I think
happens.
Yeah, and I think the key there, I think absolutely in that situation, you need to step in and say like, hey, I said that 10 minutes ago. And I think the way that you're going to get the reaction that you want, which is the reaction that you want is everyone to say, oh, yeah, you did say that. The way to get that reaction is to call it out, but not call it out in a defensive way. So two examples here. One defensive style would be, hey, that was my idea. I said that 10 minutes ago. Okay. Style number two, not defensive. Hey, did anyone else notice that I said that 10 minutes ago? You guys, like that, I said that, right? So you'll notice in that second style, I'm smiling. I'm kind of making a joke out of it, but it's still very, like, I'm making that point, but I'm not being like, hey, that's my idea. It's like, hey, I actually said that, you know? So it is very different, and it takes some awareness in your own communication style to know when you're being defensive or when you want to respond that way, because it's natural if someone kind of, you know, takes something that you offered. So I think there's a real opportunity to show up with a little levity and a little humor to diffuse what could otherwise be a kind of a tricky situation. But yeah, I've heard that so many times from so many people, and I don't necessarily think it's on purpose. I don't think the guy was like, oh, I'm going to take that idea. You know, I just think when there's a lot of people speaking at once, I think we lose track of who said what. But as you said, I totally agree. It's important to claim that you actually said that, like put it in the record. Yeah, I think it's important.